was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the San Francisco 49ers. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Block 20. Yeah, let's go second.
Now the Auburn product, Corey Grant. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. This one caught out wide by Landry. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
3rd play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. From the gun, here's Goff. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So they got him coming up from his linebacker spot.
And sometimes the position designation really doesn't matter. If you creep up to the line of scrimmage, you just have to look for the football. Make sure it moves before you do.
Now a chance to make that encroachment penalty really hurt. 1st and 5.
14.
Out of the gun. Gone. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Goff. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They go ahead and snap it. Goff. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Onwuasor. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Check.
Melvin Gordon, the 2-time Pro Bowler. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 15 for the Niners there and a 1st down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. To throw is Watson. Flushed out right. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it's complete. In the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Marquise Goodwin. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Forbath able to convert the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. The run there on first down gets him a yard to the 26. There to stop him, Terrell Edmunds.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And he's going to go down, but a penalty marker too, and they might very well have jumped the snap there. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. The ball gets bumped up. It's now 2nd and 4 after the penalty. Now Goff. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
What? 20.
50 seconds. Come on. Go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. We got this.
Goff now looks to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 11.
Where's the set? 19.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Flush to his right. He gets this one to Johnson. Johnson, oh, it's poke free. Football's out. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Get your swerve on.
Check to the pass.
Fresno. Begin. Check 4. Motion. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
They run it here with Gordon. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
2nd and 2 at the 47-yard line.
Set. 19.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Check with the note. Hey, watch the slant.
On second and a couple. Watson. And that's incomplete. Johnson, the intended target, and it's 3rd and short.
But there was no trace of nervousness there. He was able to diagnose that play from his linebacker position, stay in excellent coverage, and bat the ball away.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Now it's Watson. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They're going to try and throw. Buying time to his left. He may try and run for this. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. The Pro Bowl tight end Zach Ertz, the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down. So line of scrimmage still to 39 on 2nd and 10. Gordon. And he'll get this pretty close to a 1st down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 30. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. DK Metcalf. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Forbath, the extra point. And it's now 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at the 3. Then he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. 2nd and 10, Goff again. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open, and when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. Space to maneuver at the 40. And it's caught by Parker. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a 1st down. They'll run on 1st down. Grant. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Goff. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a 1st down.
First down, Steelers.
On first down, gone. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
He'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The tackle is made by Micah Hyde.
If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
Here we go. 20. 51. Hey, let's go. Let's go. Ground.
After the interception, here's Goff. He's got a man wide open. It's Landry. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 41 yards. Back in the first quarter, you said it. They need to avoid the big play, but he just got a big one right there.
You can't relax. You know, we talked about in the first quarter, but as the game progresses, still opportunities, and he took advantage of one there.
Mike 51. Mike 51. Oh, yeah, punt. 51.
Now it's gone. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stat. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, his second touchdown on the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away.
The Niners take over.
That's it, baby. We don't work.
At their own 25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
At the 25-yard line.
58. Right? 59. Mike 58.
Looking to throw again on second down. Watson. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. 27 yards there, a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
That's another 49er first down. 49 yards. 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 49 yards.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Watson. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Only 3 there on the screen at 2nd down.
What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
get that little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. This is Gordon as they go to him again. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. Just one.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, 49ers. Marquise Goodwin with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Forbath able to convert the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
But when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Grant, and he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. A rough go there on third down, a loss of 4.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. They are going for it. Goff. And this is caught. He hits Landry. 21 yards there. A big play on fourth down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Goff now to throw. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 30. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Like 20. You ain't a boom.
Banjo. Right here.
Here's Goff. And down he goes. The 49ers get there.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. Another try after the first down sack. Goff. And he's going to go down again.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
3rd and long. It's gone. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Here's Goff. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal.
DC.
Now Goff on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Here's Goff. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. And they decide fairly early here they need the ball back, so here's an onside kick. And the 49er hands team does its job. I know they're down, but starting the third quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel that they've got to go ahead and make something happen, steal possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
Watson dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Throwing again on second down. Watson escaping the pressure right. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ball game. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Forbath, the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Now a first down throw. Gone. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
I got one. Check the backer.
We go. 76. 76. Go.
Gone.
Watch the screen.
And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time has run out on this third quarter of play. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4. And the Steelers on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Back to throw. Gone. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. A big gain of 28 as the drive continues.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. The throw over the middle taken in. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10. Down at the 33. They run the counter. It's Grant. Jatavis Brown there on the tackle.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
They go back to Grant. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a first.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
And the Steelers on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 4. To throw is gone. And he's got his man. That's Landry. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he's got the defense so much on their heels. Got them looking at...
And this is going to be intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He was looking for Parker that time. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. That turnover might just about do it here. Fourth quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
Exactly right. They played smart, couple of first downs, and this one should just about be over.
Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they've got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's second down now. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
Watch the eye. Switch, switch, switch. Check 13. Check 13.
On second down now, it's Gordon. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. So following the run by Gordon, here's first and 10.
I got you. I got you. Check this. Crash, crash. 25. Check 25. Check 25.
25. Off.
From the 50, it's Watson. Flushed out right. He'll try and run it. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
On second down, it's Gordon. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down? And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already.
Y'all playing the wrong.
On 4th down, Watson. And he is going to be run down. What a disaster there. A huge loss. Darren Lee. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Hold on. Check.
On first down, it's Grant. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Corey Grant, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
Makes the score Niners 31.
So down a couple scores, only 1 timeout left. You figure they have to get this one. And the 49er hands team does its job. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Now it's Watson. He goes full extension, and he's got it. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. Another toe for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
Put a set. Like 88. Like 55. 59. I got one.
Mike spot now.
Short. I'm going to run you over. Switch.
Watson now to throw. Flush to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The linebacker, Jordan Hicks, flying in there for the sack. Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes.